Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
You know, over the years, I've always been asked, like, how do we get more women into bikes? And I'm like, well, if that's the question you're asking, you're not really asking the right question, because it's how do we get more people into bikes? Woo!
It seemed like centuries ago when the monks crossed the mountain to Malibu, El Camino, and a sipping tea lemonade room.
You go first.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. Hi, my name's Pruitt, and we're here in Switzerland for the Grinduro stop. I'm gonna do it again. Hi, my name's Pruitt. We're in Switzerland, and I ride bikes.
My name's Amanda Schaper. I'm a Libra and a cat lover. No, I'm just kidding. Can't use that, can you?
Yeah, we can, and I think they might. Some of us are here to race Grinduro. Some of us are here to party.
It's all about the party to race ratio, and sometimes they're a little more party.
When you say the word party to race ratio, people just think that you're trying to just be smashed and then see if you can ride your bike, but I don't think it's actually literally like that. It's to say, okay, it's a race, but we're also having fun.
I love such rolls!
How steep are the climbs? They're not that steep. Pretty steep. Pretty steep.
Grinduro is about 65 miles long with 4 time stages that are each about 10 minutes long.
This is the stage 2 start. Goes up there, and that way.
As a gravel race, it's equal parts fun and serious riding. You can ride with your friends in between the stages and then race super hard for a few minutes and then get together and tell stories and keep riding again.
And have a snack without a time penalty.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get to enjoy the aid stations instead of just like grabbing a gel and racing on.
We are Gerpek
From Hamburg.
and Munich.
And Munich.
And
Innsbruck.
Excuse me. It's not so competitive, it's more about the fun, and there are no cars and it's only nature and us.
And often more exciting. You don't know what is coming in the next 50 meters. So yeah, it's always exciting.
And harder.
Doesn't matter what kind of rider you are or what kind of bike you have. You'll have, full-on pros racing in logoed out pro team kits.
I'm Michaela Harvey, and I'm a rider for Canyon Tram Racing. Like with the road scene, everything's quite serious and it's always quite structured, whereas here there's no rules. Like the main rule is to go out and have fun and to meet new people and to chill out and have a good time.
The emphasis is more on having a good time. That takes the intimidation factor of a typical bike race out of it. You might be intimidated by a technical section on some single track, but walk it if you don't want to ride it. It's no big deal.
Looking good. You guys are doing some excellent walking.
I do it like this.
Yeah, and he's doing a portage. Yeah, you're saving your tires. Smart. Yeah.
We've done the first 2 sections, and the first one was really hard. There was this really steep section with some really muddy bits. So I had to get off my bike and do a bit of walking, and we're all kind of laughing at each other, slipping around the mud. The next section had a lot of downhill, so that was fun to just go full gas.
I'm a cyclocross rider, so I'm a European and world champion in my masters category. And I always loved cyclocross riding, and gravel is a bit similar to cyclocross. You don't have to ride on the roads. You are faster than in mountain bike. It's a very great feeling.
In some races, if you get dropped off the back, you might be riding by yourself for miles, but Grinduro, You never feel like you're off the back, left behind, because everyone's just out there riding together and having fun.
And that's like the back of the bus. It's probably more fun anyway.
Yeah, totally.
It's my first time gravel riding. Any kind of cycling event, there's very few women. Always like 10% of all the whole participants. I think today there's 20 women racing. There's like 5 or 7 in my category. If there's more women, there's always going to be more women.
When I started racing, I got really into cyclocross down in Southern California, and the series that I raced was put on by this amazing woman named Dorothy Wong. And I think the fact that the race was put on by a woman naturally made it like a lot more welcoming and supportive and inclusive of the girls and the women that were out there racing. And so I think I was really lucky to be introduced to the sport in a community of racers and riders that was already like such a positive, fun, welcoming environment. I've been in the bike industry for over 10 years, and throughout that time, you know, I've always tried to use my role to make the industry and the bike community more welcoming and inclusive towards women. And over the years, I've seen that effort grow and grow and grow with so many more people now working together to make these positive changes.
It's really great to see all the women riding, so I think it's going to help, hopefully, general society with women being more confident, independent people. You know, we have to change outside of the bike industry.
Something I've been excited to see too in the industry is just the movement to being more gender inclusive in general, not just men and women. That's an important thing too, is to consider gender inclusivity as a whole.
We just want more butts on bikes.
Yeah. Being a cyclist gives you a lot of confidence. It teaches you that you're strong, that you're capable, that you can get out on these adventures and take care of yourself when problems happen. And I think it just gives you a real sense of strength and identity.
Like when you see the hill and you're like, I don't know if I can make it up that.
Yeah.
And then you make it up it. It's like that's score point for Kathy for the day. You know? It's like I did something right there to make myself feel like I can hold my head a little bit higher.
Yeah, and that translates into life. If you're having a tough situation at work or something, you can kind of get that same mentality of like crushing it to get to the top of a climb. But you know you're going to get there, even though it might hurt a little bit. That kind of mental fortitude, I think, kind of translates into your real life too.
It definitely does, and I think sport has this really transformative way of relating to real life, at least for me.
Whoa! That's actually super cool. Did you see that? Big glacier.
How to know you're in Switzerland without saying you're in Switzerland?
Yeah, right.
I think getting a bike changes people, and I think that when they get off the bike, that translates into their daily life. You know, I know that's why we all ride bikes.
You know, you don't have to start when you're a kid. You can start in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and you just need to start, and there'll be a community there ready to support you and make it fun.
Women out there, you have no reason to not get into this sport. This is the best time ever. Do it.